Today is Christmas Eve, and I just want to talk about Riftbound. I recently opened a box, like a few days ago, probably a weekend ago, and I'm gonna fidget with this pen. Hopefully, there's not too bad of a lag. It doesn't look like it, but I opened a box of Riftbound the other day, and it was a fun experience. Let me go grab the cards that are, I think it'll make more sense when I grab the cards. So give me 1 second. Let's go over the cards that I'm sending to PSA first. Let me see if there's one more. Okay. There's only like 3 or 4. This is my stack of Pokemon cards that needs to be sent off. Okay. I'm going to tell you why I feel like these are good and why you should potentially look into buying Riftbound right now. Even if you're not a League of Legends fan, if you're a TCG fan and enjoy investing in collectibles, I feel like this is a good opportunity for you. There's a few principles that you kind of need to understand. First off, Super Mega Death Rocket, one of the more iconic League of Legends skills for Jinx in a full art variant. I feel like this is the only variant that they have, but it's super cool. And PSA grades these cards, so I'm interested in getting into that market. Being first to market is good and has its advantages for sure. We have the Victor Leader skill, or Victor Leader card. I'm not really sure what you do with this card in the game. However, it's a full art. It's rare. I think in total, I got like, I'd have to check. I don't know how many I actually got of this unit. But artwork's super cool. Trying to get it where the lighting isn't super bad and in focus. I don't know. It's kind of hard. It's a really nice card. And it's like $10 right now. Important to note. This is a Kaisa Survivor unit. Again, this is a champion unit, and it is from the Void. The Void is their... I imagine it's pretty similar to TFT, where the Void is like their race or whatever. And then we did hit an over number in my box. I think you get 1 over number per box, I believe. Or maybe it's like 1 out of 3. I'm not 100%. There was a rate chart I should probably pull up. But the over numbers have texture. They look really cool. I unfortunately got Darius, which is one of the worst ones you can get. It's like in the bottom half of over numbers, or even cards you can pull that are like full arts like this. Well, I mean, it's like $90, so it's not like terrible. Definitely going to grade that. Hope it smashes the 10. I'm looking at the edges right now, and it doesn't look super promising. But it's kind of, I will say, in terms of centering and the quality control over at whoever's printing these is incredible. I have not, like, the card edges were kind of weird. They were kind of like, I don't even know how you describe it. Maybe fluffy. Oh, is that a ding? I hope that's not a ding. Doesn't look like it. I don't know. PSA 9 and 10 of this card in like the next few years is going to go crazy anyway, so I'm not concerned about getting the instant flips that we're used to from Pokemon. That's kind of not the play I'm doing. The only one that I would consider selling right off rip after I get it would be Super Mega Death Rocket. I think that, in my opinion, we got to look at this like as a collectible card game. What do people care about when it comes to collecting stuff? First, they collect first. So, this is the first Darius overnumber. This is one of the first Kaisa and Victor printings. And this card is playable right now and is one of the more notable skills in League of Legends. Everyone knows Jinx Super Mega Death Rocket. That's one of the skills where you tell somebody that and they know exactly what it is because they've seen that skill and they can assume the name even if they've never played Jinx. I feel like League of Legends players will eventually want to get some cards later down the line of their favorite characters and champions that they play. And, if you want a full set, you're going to have to buy the first. And that's why I think it's important to stockpile the ones. There's a few cards I have on a buy list. Once I complete the buy list and my order size, which I hope to complete before the end of February when Spirit Forge gets released, I will show it to you guys. I don't want to affect the market price too much because then I'm going to be stabbing myself in the neck when it comes to pricing. It appears as if the market is bottomed out. It's possible that the floor falls underneath of us, and that's okay. I'm not concerned about, the next month, 3 months of buying in Riftbound specifically. I won't expect to make anything crazy off Riftbound. However, I find it hard to believe that these cards will be the same price in 5 years. I just really do. It seems that the collectible card game is actually being kind of successful. I heard there was a showcase at Gen Con last year, which I unfortunately missed. I almost went. I was thinking about it, but I didn't go. I'm definitely going this year. And there's specific cards that you can get from those events. If you want to do your research on that, you're more than welcome to. Those promo cards, though, I think also are good holds for long term. If it's anything like the gold medal Pikachu, those trophy cards tend to do pretty well long term. Again, this is long term. And if we look at One Piece, the history of One Piece, I think it's a good example of what could potentially happen with Riftbound. The dots just are too available. And they're connecting for me specifically. One Piece is fun. It's a really good and popular anime. League of Legends is fun to some people. But in terms of overall game market share, they have a pretty good percentage, I would say, of daily concurrent users, even in the state of League of Legends as it is today. I think they're going kind of all in on the card game, which is incredible. Having weekly events at LGS's. I want to support it. They have, I'm sure there's monthly events too. They had a huge tournament. I would be surprised if there's not one at Gen Con. I might participate just for the promo, but I've notoriously been pretty bad at card games specifically, so unless I can play online, I'm not going to be playing there. Just because I need to have some experience before going and playing, and there's not really a place for me to play at in my area, unfortunately. So yeah, that's my opinion on Riftbound. Look at the market, determine your risk factor. I think that right now we're on historic lows in the market, and getting in early is always the way. So just something to consider. It's very volatile right now and very risky. I wouldn't say it's volatile. I would say it's pretty risky because the floor could fall through you like Force of Will had on me. But Force of Will was a little bit different because it's only a card game specifically. Nobody collects the characters because there's no brand or, it wasn't really a collector's game, which is why nobody really buys the cards or anything like that. Cards don't really move at all. And I've already had quite a few sales on Riftbound, so there's at least some play that is happening. So do your own research is what I'm going to say. Do your own research, determine your risk, but right now is the time to buy. That's what I have to say about Riftbound. It's hard to get. I was super happy I was able to open this box. I cannot believe I found that in that LGS at 270. Right now it's like 320 or something, 310. It fluctuates all the time. It's up and down, in terms of the box price. Might consider buying a box and holding it when tax time comes around if I can afford it. If not, I'll just buy the newest set and hold that. We'll have to see how good I do on this Origins box if I'm going to continue to open. It just kind of depends on if the stuff actually moves. If it doesn't move, I'm not really going to be that interested in it. I think in total, I've made probably close to 30 to 40 on the 270 investment, and I've only had it listed for a week, not even a week. So yeah, that's Riftbound's good. Riftbound is good. Anyway, I'll catch you in the next one. Peace out.